It was Wichita, Kansas, Middle America, a place where neighbors waved, where people trusted one another, where the streets were quiet, predictable. But in January of 1974, a family home was turned into a slaughterhouse. No forced entry, no warning, just silence broken by horror. And no one yet knew that the man behind it all lived right next door. The first known victims, the Otero family, Joseph and Julie, their children, Joseph Jr. and Josephine, strangled in their own home, bodies left bound, the crime scene so brutal, so personal, police struggled to comprehend it. Who could do this? And why the Oteros? 3 years later, 1977. Shirley Vian, a mother of 3, murdered in her home. Her children locked in a bathroom while their mother's life was taken in the next room. Then, in 1978, Nancy Fox, bound, strangled, her phone line cut, her death called into police by the killer himself. The voice calm, almost proud. The pattern continued. Neighbors whispered. Women double-locked their doors. But no one knew who was hunting them. Wichita police scrambled. The killer taunted them. Letters, poems, graphic details only the murderer could know. He signed them with 3 letters, BTK. Bind them, torture them, kill them. He demanded attention. He mocked investigators. He enjoyed the game, and for decades he won. How would you feel knowing a killer was watching your neighborhood, and the police couldn't stop him? Would you still let your kids play outside? Would you look at your neighbors differently? Or would you try to convince yourself it couldn't happen to you? By the 2000s, BTK had gone quiet. For years, people thought he was dead, or gone. But then letters began again, taunting, gloating. And this time, technology betrayed him. He sent police a floppy disk, believing it couldn't be traced. But metadata told the truth. The disk was linked to a church computer, and to a man named Dennis Rader. Dennis Rader, a church president, a Boy Scout leader, a family man, the dog catcher who wrote tickets for your pets. He lived among them, smiling, waving, going to church, and at night he was BTK. The ordinary neighbor was the monster all along. In 2005, Dennis Rader confessed to 10 murders spanning 3 decades. He recounted them in chilling detail, calm, emotionless, as though he were describing routine chores. His sentence, 10 consecutive life terms. The families would never see their loved ones again. But the mask of the killer next door had finally been ripped away. How many times do we wave at strangers without knowing who they really are? How often do we assume safety just because someone looks ordinary? Would you have suspected the church leader, the family man, the neighbor with the tidy lawn? Or would you have smiled back, never imagining he was the one writing letters signed BTK? The lesson is hard, but simple. Evil doesn't always look like a monster. Sometimes it looks like the neighbor across the street, the predator who hides in plain sight. Patterns matter. Behavior matters. Trust should never blind us to red flags. The BTK case taught investigators and communities that killers don't wear labels. They wear masks. And those masks are designed to fool us all. You've been listening to What We Weren't Told. We are a tribe. We don't settle for headlines. We walk into the shadows together and expose what hides there. If this story opened your eyes, like, subscribe, and share. It motivates us to keep creating and to keep bringing you more of what we weren't told. Stay vigilant. Stay safe.